So there's a bolt here underneath. There's one about here, then again about here. And once you have those 4 bolts off, it just kind of, you have to kind of grab it, and it should swing out a little bit. And it's kind of hard. It's a two-handed job, really. Let's see if we can get it good. There's light. There we go. And it just lifts off. And then there'll be, I've already done it once right now. There's an electrical cord that connects the cigarette lighter. That'll have to come apart. So then there's this piece up top. You can just loosen, say, the one off the fiberglass, or take it off. And you can loosen the other one and just flip it to the side. So hopefully you can see it. Oh, there she is. There's one of these on each side. They're kind of tricky to get to. They're almost like lag bolts, but there's hardly really. They're like, it screws into like a bent piece of sheet metal. So when you're taking them out, or when you're taking them out, these bolts don't come out all the way. They kind of hold in, which really helps with the installation. But when you're reinstalling them, it's really easy to over-tighten them. You'll kind of feel them slip, maybe. Then you know you've tightened them all the way. Alright, so this is what the fiberglass cover of the engine looks like once we've pulled all that stuff off. So the first thing I got to do is take off the tension of the belt and get the belt out of the way. So I have a nice breaker bar here, and I put that over the nut of the center of the idler pulley. And once that's done, take the nut out of the tensioner and just get that out of the way. It really helps give a lot more room to working on the alternator. And then I also have taken the positive terminal off the battery, just kind of what I do. Hopefully you can see to the left of this pulley, there's this one nut. There's a nut here, and it holds on this bracket for the oil check, the dipstick. So you take that first nut off. Then this is kind of tough, but you kind of have to pull it out and get it out of the way. And then there's a second nut, and it'll kind of act like a bolt. And you have to take that one out also to get the alternator. And here's the other one, a 13 millimeter. This is a 10 millimeter. I have a 12 millimeter socket with an extension. It's really hard because of that wiring right underneath it. But I'm going to start doing this one. And just for the sake, you can kind of see that's where it's at in your engine compartment. First I took off the belt just for more room. I took off the tensioner. I eventually had to loosen these bolts. I did leave one in so I could get the alternator out. There's an air duct, the intake for the air filter. I took it out. I'll show it to you in a minute. Alright, I'm just getting my one wire hooked back up here. Looks like it's a main lead of some sort. I forgot to mention that I also disconnected the battery. Seems like whenever you do something electrically, hooking off the battery is taking off, unplugging the battery. I just took off the positive connection. So now I gotta figure out. There's like one of those wire connectors, like a 3-prong deal.